Hi and welcome back, it's Rowan Toll. I'm just going to talk to you today about engagement and your role that you take in that process of engagement. Now, one of the things that you do very well in your job is engage people, and that's obvious because it's the most critical part of what you do. If you don't engage people, you will not move them, you won't get them to go anywhere, and you won't get outcomes. Now, obviously, one thing I'd like to do is say to you, when you do something really well, you need to give yourself a pat on the back, because we live in an industry where people all too often want to look more at what we don't do so well, and when we do things well, we don't normally, or a lot of the time, we don't get recognised for doing that. So part of what I'm doing today is to say, well done for what you do when it comes to engagement, because that is what's causing the outcomes to come through that you're getting. And you know, as I understand, you're one of the higher percentages in the country with brokered outcomes. So you only get that through engagement. And when I talk about engagement, I'm not just talking about when you engage the job seeker. Engagement comes with the employers as well, meeting their needs, because if you don't keep them happy, they don't come back. So engagement is not just about the job seeker, it's about the whole process and everybody else involved, from your colleagues, managers, job seekers, businesses, the whole way through doer, everyone in the process. So congratulations on doing a great job with the engagement process. Now obviously, I always believe we can always be better at what we do. Even when you're the best at whatever you do, you can always improve. So one of the things that I would like you to do is to recognize what do you do really well, because when you share this information, that's when other people get to achieve at a high level as well. Now, one of the ways we can do that is we can use the whole brain method, the red, blue, green, yellow, and go through the process. So I want you to think about what is it that you do really well. And we want to start in the yellow quadrant. So what's the big picture? What is it that you do really well? We're then going to move over to the blue quadrant. Now when we're in the blue quadrant, what we're going to look at is, what are the facts, what are the things, what are the pieces of the puzzle that make you do what you do really good? And then we move into the red quadrant. So how does it make you feel? How does it make the people feel? And how do you meet their needs when you're doing what you do really well? And obviously then we move into the green quadrant, and we talk about what is it that we actually do. What's the process? What are the steps? What's the recipe for success? So I'd like you to think about that for a little while, because it's one of those things where if you can share that information with others, then they become successful as well. And remember, like when we played the balloon board challenge, if everybody's working towards a common goal and sharing the information, then all of a sudden everybody achieves a much higher level. So it's a great thing to share your knowledge and share your success as well. So the thing that happens with engagement is, engagement comes down to one thing and one thing only in my mind, and that is your attitude. If you engage somebody with a really positive attitude, then they will generally reciprocate that. Now I understand that there's people come in, they're not happy, and they, you know, remember the crap analogy, they can't really appreciate your perspective. So remember, often that's just a state they're in, and we've all been there. We've all just dumped our stuff on somebody, whoever was most convenient at the time. So don't take it to heart, but the more positive you can be, the more likely they are to come over to your side of the fence and engage with you. And remember, my favourite saying is, attitudes are contagious. How would you like to catch yours? Well, keep up that attitude with what you're doing, and the other people will catch your attitude. So keep up the good work, and remember, keep those germs going around, keep that attitude contagious. Congratulations again, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.